Yes, and welcome back to Normski TV, another What's Going On podcast. We're here to talk things all football. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, share it around. We like to have banter on this channel, and we are going to be talking all things football. The transfer window is upon us, and some of us are doing business. Some of us are doing window shopping. You'll see what I'm talking about. But for those people that are going to be coming in the chat, look forward to seeing you. I know sometimes you're a little bit slow coming in, but listen, we're going to have a great time this evening. There's so much to actually talk about in terms of the actual window and my subject matter. So let me just quickly go to that before I introduce the guests. And we do have a special guest as well. Chili's not in the house yet. I've tried to get hold of him. Hopefully he will be on. But listen, this week, or today, shall I say, we're going to be talking Premier League first 5 fixtures. Who will come out smiling? Full team. It's just a number. Should we put some respect on it? And is Man U in danger of being left behind this window? Stop window shopping and buy. Mane leaving Liverpool and Mo looking to run down his contract. Will that have any effect on the pool? And obviously, transfer rumors. Have you got anything to declare? So let me bring the guys in. Let me just close down some windows here. And let me get the comments up. I'm not seeing anybody in the chat yet. Let me just do one more thing here before I bring them in. And that's it. That's all good. And we come. Okay, right. So I'm going to bring in my friends. Kofi, I haven't seen him for a long time, but let me first of all bring in Mr. D, Mr. Kofi, and we have a special guest done in the blue shirt. He's touching his badge right now. He's not from Dubai. He's from Kent. And he's ready to come and make his debut. Come and put some respect on the Blues. And it's no other person than Mr. Ez. What are you saying, Ez?
What's going on, people? It's good to be here. It's good to be here.
The man, listen, it's his debut. The man coming to right, give it all that. Yeah, man, humble yourself, yeah. Humble yourself, and the Lord will walk with you.
That's right.
We're going to church right now. But listen, it's good to have you on the show. And D,
thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, no problem, man. We were going around the table, asking how you guys are doing. And so, first of all, Big D, how was your weekend? It was Father's Day. Did you get looked after?
Yeah, we got looked after, man. There was no cooking and all them things there. Just go and treat ourselves for a meal out and all the rest of it. So so that was nice. Yeah, just to relax. And then I unfortunately went to work in the evening, but you know what? By the sweat of your brow, you should eat plenty good food. So so yeah, man, it's all good. Yeah, and the weather's been nice as well. I mean, get the allergy thing going on there, but it's one of them, isn't it? Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, man.
Mr. Kofi Klopp, man.
Yes,
well, he's changed it now to Kofi. You never walk alone. All right, so Klopp. What's happened to the surname? And first thing is my dear wife, Jay, big Liverpool supporter. Good evening. She's saying the D Kofi.
Yes, Jay.
Hi to Ez, coming from Jay, the Liverpool supporter.
Yes, Jay.
Yes, Jay.
Yeah. So, Kofi, how are we doing? Long time no see.
Doing well. Seething a little bit, but we'll talk when we get into the conversation.
Hey, you're seething, or what's that all about? Well, that's not all about, but we'll soon find out about that. And Mr. Ez,
yes, sir.
Debutant. How are we? How is one?
I'm all right.
Yeah.
I'm all right. I'm looking forward to this. This is a bit of a highlight. I said I wouldn't miss it. My club seemed to be a bit of a talking point right now, so I've got lots to let you lot know of.
Okay, you got something. Yeah, I was just wondering. You're moving a little bit like Man U as well. You know, shopping, window shopping. And I know there's been a lot of stuff going on. Obviously, people leaving the club and so on and so on. I don't know if that's affected what you're doing.
Where do you start with all that?
Well. So listen, we are going to go into it, but let me quickly just do something here. I just wish Mr. Chili would come on, but he ain't here yet. But don't worry about it. We're good. We're all good. Let me just go to I would like to say a big thanks to my daughter. She brought me a lovely Father's Day present, a light and a phone holder. So I'm just experimenting with it right now. So I'm loving it. I'm loving it right now. So thanks to Leah for doing that. It's absolutely great. So let me first of all, before we go into looking at the fixture list, it's the transfer window. It's been a bit of a mad one for Arsenal. We're moving a little bit like Liverpool now in terms of getting players in. Vieira, Vieira, and it's not that Vieira. Okay,
2.0 Norman, 2.0.
2.0. I think he needs to bulk up a little bit though, still, but very technical player from Porto. 22 years old, 16 assists or 14 assists and 6 goals. Highest assist in the Premier over there in Portugal. So it looks like Arsenal are going for a lot of attacking midfielders. We're still chasing obviously Jesus, and we linked with Rafinha. We linked with a lot of players. Yes, Mr. Craig, what you're saying? Big up to the panel. Yeah,
yes, Craig.
We have a special guest with us, Craig. As you'll see, we've got a Chelsea guy, not the one from Dubai. This is Mr. Ez, repping the Blues. So hopefully he will have a lot to say. Chili's not on at the moment. I don't know what's going on with him. So we'll just wait and see. I did try to ring him, so he may just pop in unexpectedly. But listen, we move. Right, so... Yeah, we want to talk about the as you can see running along the bottom. We want to talk about the fixture list that just came out. It came out last week, and obviously we're always a week behind because obviously when everything comes out, we always do it a week behind. But don't worry about it. We're still going to talk about it. And basically, what I said is basically there's 5 fixtures, our first 5 fixtures that we're playing, and the question is, who's going to come out smiling? That is the big question. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to share. I've been mucking about with the sharing. Yes, Anne Marie, what you saying? That's my sissing. Oh wow, Ed. she didn't know he was coming on.
Yes,
there's a surprise. There's a surprise. He's here.
Yes, Anne, how you doing?
Just to let everybody know, right? Ez, right, is married to my niece, so his family.
That's
but
right.
the great thing about it, is that she's an Arsenal supporter. They say the lady's not for turning. They say the lady's not for turning. Would you agree with me, Ez? The lady's not for turning.
No, I hear you. She's not.
Yeah, man. Listen, big respect to Charnel. Big up Charnel. Yeah.
Big up Charnel.
True Gooner. Yeah. True Gooner. Yeah.
Big up.
And say
she is. I'll be honest. She is. Sometimes I come home, she's shouting at TV, but that's where I start smiling.
That's a little bit like she take after her uncle, mate. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. But we are gonna look at the first 5 fixtures. So first of all, let's look at the Arsenal. So I'm gonna have a muck about with this. I'm gonna try sharing this. I'm just mucking about with this my YouTube thing on here. Because what it is, I've got to see what I'm sharing. So I'm trying to do it. Okay, let's see.
Well, I'm just looking at your potential banana skin there, Norm. Opening day of the season, mate.
Yeah, well,
Friday night, you know.
Right. So
Friday night banana skin.
Let me add this to the screen. Okay. As you can see, guys. Let's look at the Arsenal fixtures. Yeah. And as you can see, Friday night, Arsenal away to Crystal Palace. Last season, we lost to them. I think it was 3-0 or 3-1. I can't remember, mate. We got a beat down. Trying to get top 4, and we fell at the hurdle with them. I think it was Southampton, Crystal Palace, and it was the other team. I can't remember the other team we should have beaten. But there were 3 teams.
Brighton.
It was Southampton, Crystal Palace. It was the other team.
Brighton.
That's it.
Yeah. Came off
Brighton,
the beach, man.
Brighton, our bogey team. You know what I mean? Beating us at the Emirates, boy, man. Yeah. So I think that's where we lost it in terms of trying to get into the top 4. But yeah, as you can see, we've got Crystal Palace away. It is a tough game, but I'm hoping that we will get in some players. Obviously, we've got in the likes of Marquez. All right, he's probably going to go on loan. We've ended up getting Fabio Vieira, and he's 22. Will he make a difference? I don't know. We're after obviously Jesus, and I know Chelsea are linked with him, and I think there's talk that Chelsea are probably going to go in for him. So Arsenal need to sort it out, and also we're linked with Rafinha. We're also linked to Martinez, Lisandro Martinez from Ajax, good defender. So we're linked with a lot of players. Some of them are advanced, but until they hold that shirt up, then you know what I mean. I'm not going to be that positive. So really and truly, we need to get those kind of players in if we're going to be going away to the likes of Crystal Palace. Hopefully, Thomas Partey will be fit and rearing to go. So as you can see, Crystal Palace on a Friday night, 8 o'clock. It always seems to be the case. Hold on. Right. So, Craig is saying Leeds want 65 million for Rafinha. So, yes, it's a lot.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
They nearly got relegated, man. Be realistic. Come on.
Well, I think that somebody was saying what they were hoping for was for Leeds to go down, and then obviously you could have got him on the cheap. But because they stayed up, Leeds are saying, well, if you want him, 65 mil. He's linked with Barcelona, but Barcelona right now, they've got financial problems, so they can't afford until they sell De Jong to Man United, who are dragging their heels, then we ain't going to see any movement at the moment. So Arsenal are heavily linked with him. We're saying that we're first of all trying to get the Gabriel Jesus deal over the line, and then the Rafinha deal. So 65 million. It's a lot of money. I've been told that Arsenal got 215 million to spend. Now, if you equate that to the spend that Arteta had, like in the last three seasons this year, he would have spent, if he spends that money, nearly £500 million. It's a lot of money.
It's not good.
It's not good, right? So for me, if you're going to be spending that kind of money, we need to be finishing in the top 4. We have to finish in the top 4. You know what I mean? We can't be spending that kind of money and don't finish in the top 4. So we'll see what happens with that. And then after we've got Arsenal, we've got Leicester at home. Okay, we've got Leicester at home. Let me just move to the next one down. So Leicester at home. Then we've got Bournemouth at home. So we've got 2 away game. Bournemouth. Now Bournemouth have just come up, right? So I think for me, it's a new club coming up, but I think we should be able to take care of Bournemouth. Then we've got Arsenal at home to Fulham, another team that just come up. And then on the Tuesday, Arsenal at home to Aston Villa. So when you look at those first 5 fixtures for Arsenal, what are your thoughts on that? And then we'll move over to Man U's fixtures. So what are your thoughts on that? Let's come out of this.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on what are your thoughts on that?
Well, you're always going to go on, Coffee, go on.
Sorry, I think they're all tricky fixtures for Arsenal, to be honest. I mean,
God.
What are you talking about, brother? Sorry. Listen, man, listen. Go, bro. Okay, listen. Let me hear what you got to say. Well, so Arsenal Palace, I would say, yes, that is tricky. Yeah? I will say that is tricky. Yes, Laura, that's my niece. She's coming on the rep. So Laura's on. What you say, girl? So
It's K. It's actually K.
It's K, you know. It's K.
K.
Yeah, yeah. She got home. It's Kate here.
Okay,
yeah, she must be on the tablet or something.
Sorry about that, Kay. So, right, go on, Kofi. What are you saying then? What are you saying about?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not convinced Arsenal are ready to bite the bullet and win all those games. I think they'll probably win half and draw, have maybe a loss, unless they start like how they started last season.
Okay, so just quickly, let's just go over the Arsenal away to Palace. What we saying on there? I don't want to score in terms of actual. Is it a loss or a win?
Draw.
You're going for a draw.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. What about? Okay. Let me come to Ez. Arsenal at home to Leicester.
Let's be honest. You should be beating Leicester. This Leicester, you should beat them.
We normally got a good record against them at home anyway.
You should
beat them. We beat them home and away last season. So yeah. So we're looking at a win there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Big D. Bournemouth. We're away to Bournemouth. Yeah, all right, can they newly promoted side? What are you saying on that?
For Bournemouth, I'm going to see Bournemouth taking at least 5 games to get any points on the board. I think they're going to struggle. Yeah, I think they're going to struggle because I'm not saying investing. You can't come up and think that squad is going to. Yeah, so for me, Bournemouth. I'm not saying they're walking apart, but I don't see them troubling you. Right, you guys are spending and have potential.
We're going for a win there, yeah?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Okay. All right, come back to you, Kof. Fulham. We've got Fulham at home. They're a newly promoted club.
Yeah, but remember, Mitrovic is the hot topic. Mitrovic come and give you some.
Hey, listen, Norms. Remember what happened with Brentford? Remember with Brentford last season? Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So why you have to bring that up? Yeah.
I'm just saying. They got a proper manager now.
Norms.
What? Bournemouth?
Yeah. No, Fulham.
No, Fulham.
No, but
Fulham.
Oh yes.
He's got them playing, and they're not just winning
to get some goals, man.
No, listen. I know they're a championship side, yeah.
Yeah.
But I've saw them not just winning games. I saw 5, 6, 7 goals going in. I don't think they're a team to be underestimated, and they still ain't made any signings yet. So, I think they could be a team
yes,
to watch.
Mr. Shiggs, sorry. Just bringing up Mr. Shiggs. Listen, if you don't know, Shiggs has got a channel. Please go over to him, Football with Shiggs. Yeah, go and watch his channel and subscribe to the channel. Big up, Shiggs.
Evening, sir.
Right. So what you're saying is, what you're saying is, so you're saying, what? No, Kofi. I know you was kind of putting a little flavor on that, Ezra. But Kofi, you're saying what are you saying? What are you saying?
I'm gonna go with draw on that.
Agreed.
Agreed. Oh, you're jokers, boy. You're absolutely jokers.
It should be a win, but it's Arsenal.
Well, listen. We normally have a good. They're gonna get slapped up first game of the season. Thank you. Yeah. No, I hope you're referring to Fulham and not us. Yeah. That's what I'm hoping for. I know. Last week you came for me last week and everything. Let's just put away the bicycles and all that, the quads and all of that. I know you went the quad bike and all of that, and I get that. So listen, apologies. Yeah, Fulham are gonna get slapped. Yeah, I agreed. Right. So, but at the moment, you're saying a draw, and I'm going to say Arsenal. We got a good. I think we'll beat Aston Villa, so I'm going for a win, right? So based on that, we're looking at those first 5 games. 9, 11. Is it 11? Is that right? 11 points out of 15.
Yeah. I'm there or thereabouts. 11 points, first 5 games for Arsenal.
Okay, 11 out of 15. Yeah,
that's not bad.
Okay, that's not bad. That's not a bad start.
That's not
a bad start. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, and I know that Fulham. I'm going to look at the Liverpool game. I know that Fulham have got a tough running because they got to play Liverpool. Yes, Alvin, what are you saying, man? Bless up. Right, so let's go to the Man U. So let's bring this back up, and let me go to the Man U fixtures. So let me just find this Man U. Right, Man U fixtures. So we're going to look at the first 5 games, yeah? So let's get to here. Right, so. Right, so your first game, Big D, is
at home.
At home to Brighton.
To Brighton, yeah.
Right. What we saying?
Yeah, Man U win. He's going to open his account with a win.
Man U win, yeah?
Yeah. I have to believe that these guys with a new manager at Old Trafford for their first game of the season against the Brighton, who are minus their best defensive midfielder now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Still got a great goalkeeper that might get poached as well. But if we can't handle that first game of the season, then boy, it's going to be a uphill struggle for him.
Okay. All right.
So I'm hoping that he gets off to a winning start, and then we'll see his struggles, but he'll get off to a winning start, I think.
Okay. Well, let's go to the next game, which is Brentford. You're away to Brentford. Saturday kickoff. All right, let's go to Ez on this one. Brentford. What we say?
I reckon. I know this is very dependent on signings, yeah.
Yep.
And the new coach and how he adapts to England. I know whatever he's doing at Ajax won't necessarily run here. Pep found that out the hard way.
Yep.
Pep found that out the hard way, and he's got things to sort out. He's let out something like 11 players, and he's got none in yet.
Right.
So, my opinion, I think that could be a draw. Hard lessons. Welcome to England.
Okay, draw. Game with a draw. Okay. Wait. I'm gonna give this one to Kofi. Wait. You know what's coming up, bro? Let's go to this one. One. D, close your eyes, brother.
We need to line them up with another reminder.
But this is the thing, right? This game should be Super Sunday, shouldn't it? I'm not being funny. Saturday at 3 o'clock. Like it's a regular game, you know. That's the biggest rivalry, the most two decorated teams in Premier League history. Well, no, in English football history. And you got a 3 o'clock on a Saturday. Come on, man. That's mad disrespect.
Do you want? I mean, I know there's a possibility that could be changed some of the fixtures around. So there's a possibility there, but we'll just have to wait and see. But listen, I don't really care about whether it's on a Saturday or whatever
Super Sunday.
Super Sunday. I just want to hear what Kofi's got to say.
Go on, then, Kofi.
Listen, it's not going to be as easy as last time, but I'll say 3-1.
Bro, don't be backpedaling about it's not as easy as last time.
We'll give you 3-1.
Bro, if it's as easy as last time, then we're done out here. That's the truth.
3-1.
If you get down 5-0 by you, man, in the third game of the season, the third against Liverpool. If Liverpool pound us 5-0 at Old Trafford, then we have a serious problem. That's all I can say. New manager or no new manager.
Yeah.
The only reason is that because it's Ten Hag's baptism of fire in the big game, we'll give him something.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going with a win. Okay, so that's a win, right? What's the next one?
That's a win for Liverpool, Norman, not United.
Sorry, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So a loss then. That's a loss for us then.
Yeah. I know. I got you. I made you a bit happy there, did I? Dean?
I was like, Norms, are you sure, bro? You sure about that one?
Okay. All right. Okay, then Southampton, Man United. Away to Southampton. Ezra.
Oh, me. Southampton. No, Man United should win that. That's just an inexcusable.
Okay. So it's a win. And I will go. This is you can't see it on the screen, but it's Leicester v Man U. Okay, so Man U away to Leicester. I'm gonna go. See, Leicester is one of them teams. You know what I mean? Yeah, you don't know what you're gonna get. But first game of the season that'll be the 5th game. So I don't know when Leicester's game. You know what? I think Man U will get that. You know, I think Man U will win that.
Yeah, so do I. Yeah. I mean,
I think Man U will win that.
In the actual, and a year old and another year old Vardy that can't stay fit right now. So
yeah. So basically, we're looking at 10 points out of 15, D. For your one, yeah.
I'll actually take that, no.
Yeah.
With all that's going on right now, I'll take that. Yeah.
You take that, yeah. Yeah. Right.
Drop 5 points in the first 5 games. Yeah, it is what it is, isn't it?
All right. Let's go to Chelsea. Chelsea fixtures. All right, where's Chelsea? One can't find Chelsea. Yeah, see there.
There you go.
Okay, Chelsea fixtures. So obviously, what you can see on your screen is the pre-season. So let's keep going. Premier League. Saturday, the 6th of August.
Jamaica Independence.
Yep.
Away to Everton.
So away to Everton. Right. So let me give this one to D. D, what you saying? Everton v Chelsea. First game of the season.
Yeah, even away from home, I'm going to give Chelsea that 2-1 Chelsea. 2-1 Chelsea. 2-1.
You're just going for a win. Okay. Yeah. Right. Kofi, Chelsea Spurs.
Wow. That's a big game.
Yep.
I don't know, because Chelsea, they have had good wins against Tottenham, so I think I'm going to go with Chelsea win.
Kofi, you're a good man. Kofi, you're a good man.
That's bold, bro. That's a bold one. Yeah, man.
Wait, this is looking like all W's here right now.
No. It's the right call. I don't even know who Spurs are.
I don't know if Chili's on yet, but boy, he wouldn't be having that. Leeds v Chelsea. I'm going with a Chelsea win as well.
Yeah.
I'm going with a Chelsea win as well. I can't see nothing Leeds are going to do there. They could lose. They could lose Calvin Phillips. They could lose
Rafinha.
Rafinha as well. So going with a win here. Whoa. Do you know what? This could be a full house. Chelsea at home to Leicester. Big D.
Yeah, Chelsea.
Jeez.
Yeah, I don't see Leicester doing anything there.
And then I come back to you as Southampton v Chelsea. So you're away to Southampton.
Wait, home or away?
Away.
You know what? On paper, we should win that, yeah? But Southampton have been our bogey team. We seem to make them look great. But we should beat them. That's that. I think, especially with some of the other results we've given as wins, 100%. We should win. We should win that.
Well, you're going with a W. So according to your first start, it's full house.
Should be. But I guess we're going to get to transfers, and that's going to be key to that.
That is absolutely, and we will come to that. Yeah. So 15 out of 15, mate. It looked like Chelsea could be sitting at the top of the table like last season, and then they fell away by a certain man called Lukaku.
Who?
Lack of goals.
I don't know.
Not Lukaku, you know. Lack of goals. Right. Let's go to Liverpool then. All right. Let's go to Liverpool. This should be quite easy. Comfy. So let's get down to it quickly.
Saturday.
Right.
Sunday.
Here we go. Oh, look at that. All right, then. Go ahead, D. Fulham, Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool in there. Comfortable as well.
Yeah. Right. Liverpool, Palace. Let's see. I'm gonna go Liverpool. But yeah, I'm going Liverpool.
Yeah, that's home as well, no?
Yeah, it's home as well.
Yeah.
Kofi. We know about that one, innit? So that's a win.
Yeah.
And
home to Bournemouth.
Oh gosh, that's a win. Is that it's a win, innit?
At this point.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Liverpool, Newcastle, Big D.
That could be one.
Yeah.
You know what? That could be a draw. That's probably the only one they may drop points.
Let's have a consensus here. Let's see then, because you know what I mean.
That's
Okay, so who thinks that Chelsea will draw that game?
No, Liverpool.
Sorry, Liverpool. Sorry.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's 3 points for us.
Yeah.
You're saying 3 points go.
It's the only game I feel they may drop points. May. You know what I mean?
I feel we need to have a strong start and keep momentum, because City are not going to drop points like that.
Right. Okay, so we'll go with a draw on that then.
Yeah.
Observation.
Okay, so let's quickly go to the Spurs fixtures. I don't think Chile's in the house. I can't see him in the thing. He hasn't come in. No, he's not here. So I don't know what I'll go on with him. Do Man U travel well? That's a question. Do Man U travel well? Does Man U travel well?
It depends if they're all going in their separate private jets or not. If they're on the coach, then no. Because we like to waste money now. You know the ones.
Right, let's wind this up with Tottenham fixtures. There we go. Right, Tottenham fixtures. We're gonna have to speak on behalf of Chile. He probably won't be happy. He probably won't be happy after he sees the. What's going on here? Why aren't it going to? Right, I've got it down there. I can't see it on here, so I'm going to come out of this one because I can't see their one for whatever reason. So I've just clicked on it.
I can shout them out if it helps.
Yeah, I've got them down here. So
down there.
Yeah, okay. Spurs at home to Southampton. Let's go with this one. This one. Spurs at home.
As much as I'd like them to lose, they will win that.
Okay.
At home.
Okay, so it's a win.
Yeah.
Okay, next one is Chelsea v Spurs. I should have given that to Ezra, man. Kof, Chelsea v Spurs.
Yeah, as I said, Chelsea.
Oh no, yeah, we did say that, didn't we?
Just nicking it.
Yeah. So there's a loss there. Okay. Spurs, Wolves, Big D.
Yeah, it should be comfortable for Spurs. Yeah.
Okay. So win there. Nottingham Forest v Spurs. They're going to be away to Nottingham Forest. You know what? They've been away from the Premier League for 20 odd years. 23 years, something like that? I'm going to go with a draw.
A draw.
Wow.
Taking some points.
I've winded up Chile, man.
I haven't actually even looked at them to see if they've done any kind of signings that would assist them coming up. Because you can't come up and not. Yeah, as you know, you can't come up to this league and not bring some players in. Otherwise, you're going to get hammered and you're going to be sitting in that bottom three for a whole season, scrambling to pick up a point here and there. You know.
Yeah, I know. Jed Spence, obviously, he was he's gone back because he was on loan to them, but obviously Tottenham are looking to buy him. So I don't think Nottingham Forest they need to do something. Basically, they have to do something in the window. But I don't know. I just got a feeling that they might get a draw in that game. I think they might get a draw in that game. Right. And let's go back to Ezra. West Ham, London derby, Spurs. So Spurs are away to West Ham.
Do you know what?
Please say the right thing.
Because of my father-in-law.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Somehow found this link. I think West Ham are massive. Genuinely, if they get a signing or two right, I think they give Tottenham a headache. They have in the past.
Yeah, I think they have signed a player. They signed a player this week.
They've signed a defender, haven't they?
That's right. Yeah.
So, but I genuinely think, as good as Spurs are doing business, they still got that mistake in them.
The Spursies. They're Spursy.
Yeah, up and down. Like even to question people was thinking they might even bottle it at the end of the season against Norwich. That was a question mark.
Yeah,
but they didn't. But yeah, I genuinely think that West Ham could beat them. That's the one out of all the fixtures. I think that's the one.
Okay, so we got a W there then. So
I mean, in regards to West Ham, do we know when they start their Conference League campaign as well? And if and the thing as well, is he going to take it seriously, because they're going to play on some
that's another thing as well. Yeah, I mean,
they're going to play on some really bad pitches, man.
Yeah,
so he may be inclined to just get himself dumped out of that one and concentrate on.
Obviously, they're not going to play their first string. It's going to be pretty much going to be the second string side.
You can't risk any injuries on those.
So basically, Spurs
artificial pitches.
But Spurs 10 out of 15 points.
Yeah.
So basically, out of the 5 clubs, that we're talking about, Liverpool and Chelsea look like they're going to have the best start, followed by Arsenal and Spurs and Man United on our coattails.
So Phil, Norm, I have my boy Phil in my DMs. He hasn't logged on to his thing again. He hasn't.
Right.
He probably hasn't registered, but he feels that Spurs will beat Chelsea, and he says to Kofi that you're wrong. He said Spurs will push City over the first opening weeks, and he said to tell Norman that United will travel well. So we'll see. We'll see.
Okay. Well, yeah.
I mean, if Harry Kane gets his shooting boots on, and I think he's probably got an 85% chance of winning Golden Boot this season.
Yeah.
How much? 85%.
Yeah.
85.
Okay. What about your striker?
Salah's caught in 2 minds, man.
I'm talking the new one.
Nunes.
Nunes. It's going to take him a season to get going.
So how many goals do you think he will get this season?
Probably. He might get 15.
Okay.
That's going. That's going.
That's going though. Yeah, 15 goals is going. Yeah, 15 goals he's going, because he's going to get assists as well.
Yeah,
he's going to get some assists as well.
But I'm probably not talking just Premier League. Probably.
All comps.
Yeah.
So you're right. So you're probably looking at what?
But this is the thing.
I reckon he'll get 10 Premier League.
But this is the thing. The price tag straight away puts a demand on him, especially from the fans.
Yeah, because
that's unfortunate. You know, he won't get time to settle in.
The thing is, because we've lost Mane, and we'll go on to that subject.
Yeah,
it does put added pressure on him to actually come in and start and score goals immediately.
I don't know. I could test your logic there, Kofi, because it hasn't taken Luis Diaz a season to get going. In fact, he came in January, and he was flying. It didn't take Jota that long to look like part of your team. He's just come in and he's got.
He's a nemesis to us, man. I'll tell you that. Now.
He loves to score against Arsenal, but he's a good player. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know if Klopp is willing to give them players time to get going, because look at Minamino. He can find his feet. Off you go. Off to.
I know. Yeah, he's off to. Is it Monaco?
Yeah.
He's been sold. And my missus was looking at something that he wrote, and he wasn't happy the way he was being treated at Liverpool. I don't know if Jake has shed any light on that, but from what I understand, he wasn't really a match made in heaven at the end of the day. So they've ended up selling him. I think it's something like 15 million euros with add-ons. To Monaco. I think it's Monaco.
Okay.
But Liverpool, it don't matter what players they have, they're fringe players. They always seem to get good money for them.
Good money for them, yeah.
And Arsenal, we always struggle. Yeah. We pretty much give our players away or buy their contracts out. And that's the problem with Arsenal when it comes to the transfer window, and that's the frustration that I have.
I do respect that about Liverpool though. It's like you've come here to work. We're not giving you 2-3 seasons. You're joking me. Off you go. We'll get someone else that's ready. Chelsea will make every excuse for players. Arsenal do the same. Man United, look how long they took to, get rid of certain players. They let Pogba run down his contract before just making a decision on him.
Yeah,
I kind of respect that about Liverpool. It's either you're here, you're ready to get going, or.
But you know what? You say that about Pogba, but he asked to leave 3 seasons ago, and Ollie begged him to stay. So you're like, hold on, this guy's telling you he don't want to be here 3 seasons ago. And then he walks through the door. Yes, he's made a huge commercial impact for us in regards to he's an Adidas brand player. But 3 years ago, just change the script, man. Let him go where he wants to go. And like I say, for him to walk away for nothing is like, yeah, you lot are mad. You're operating like a very disorganized, dysfunctional, not know what you're doing. And so I look at that and say, we cannot continue to do business like that now.
No.
Anyone that comes in, if you don't want to sign a new contract, then he has to go.
Yeah.
If you've got one more year left, you put the feelers out there and you say to his agent, find him another club.
Simple.
Yeah, simple, isn't it? Yeah, you can't do business like that. It's terrible.
Well, he looks like he's signing soon for Juventus on a free, so
Yeah, exactly.
He's off the books now, so that's what 400 grand or 300 and odd grand. I know he was having a little bit of a moan. I think it was. Did you mentioned it last?
No, it wasn't on that. No, it wasn't on that. That's the thing.
What I'm saying, I know he wasn't on that, but I'm saying,
yeah,
he wanted that kind of money, but he was having a little bit of a moan after.
Yeah, and I think I said to you guys last week, they've saved, I think it's 16 million a season on wages. Wow. 16 mil. That's imagine, and he was injured half of the time, if not 2/3 of the time.
On top of the 100 million you spent to bring him back in after letting him go for free in the first place.
But you have to remember, right? When he went to Juve, he was trying to push. Remember, he's come from the youth system. He's trying to push into the first team, right? And Ferguson said, "I'm not going to start you ahead of Scholes and Carrick, but you will get game time." And he said, "I need to be playing." So a lot of people say, "Oh, Fergie got rid of him." Fergie didn't get rid of him. He left of his own accord, and then we went and bought him back. And that's where the mistake comes in, because you bring him back for that kind of money, right? 89 million, you have to build around him. As in, you give him a midfield to perform in. France gives him a midfield to perform in. Juventus gave him a midfield to perform in. United gave him McTominay.
Yeah, you're one of the first Man United fans that I know have spoken it like that. Trust me, I respect you. The serious. That's a perfect perspective.
So if you look at it as right, he failed United, and United failed him.
Yeah,
it wasn't 100%. All on Pogba. Yeah. So both the club, because they brought no one in. If you look at what he was playing with, you look at what he plays with in France, is a different player. You look what he was playing with at Juve. You come to United and it's like, is that it? That's the midfield you're going to give me? And you remember, people forget this, right? Pogba's best season was when he was playing with Herrera, and they wouldn't give Herrera a new contract. And after that, it went downhill. And that's the year we won the Europa. Herrera, Pogba, and Zlatan in that team. And they marched out on form under Mourinho, who didn't really like Pogba, but they performed and won the... After that, once they wouldn't give my guy's contract, Herrera went, the whole thing just nosedived in midfield. And then suddenly, it's Scott. He's from the academy. He's Scottish. He's got the Alex Ferguson blood in him. So Alex's grandson or whatever it is. Come on, man. Man United, mate.
While we're on the topic of Manu, because I know Ezra's got another engagement at 7:30, so just we want to touch quickly on Manu and their window shopping. What's going on, Big D?
The window shopping is exactly what it is. I explained last week about the way we have to do business. The Glazers don't want to spend their own money, so they're doing this by bank loans. When they get the bank loan agreed, they have to notify the stock exchange on exactly what day they want to do that business, because at this moment the shares have tanked, right? So that's no surprise there. So there's a scramble there. Now today, was it today? Yeah, today. Here you go. Statement from them. Man United in direct contact with Barca for De Jong, right? Clear indications that the 60 and 70 million euros with add-ons is not going to do it. As of today, 86 million euros guaranteed, Otherwise, they're not talking to us.
Because every minute, I mean, obviously,
because they need money, Norm.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah.
And he doesn't really want to come. They're persuading him, like, help us out, go to United. Yeah, because you're right, because his mindset is, I don't want to be there. So if he comes late, his missus don't want to be there. The kids don't want to be there. You're going to have a player with no pre-season at this rate coming into a squad that was already dysfunctional.
Yeah.
And that price tag is expecting him to perform.
The only thing that ties him to United is maybe your manager now.
The manager, exactly.
That's the only thing. But that you can't sign a player on that basis alone, because if things don't work out with the manager now and the manager needs to depart, that's a nightmare.
And that is. I mean, it just seems like Ragnick all over Mark too. The way the things are looking right now.
But this what's going on, Norm. They're saying that Ten Hag is saying, for me to play the way I want to play, this guy is integral to the way I want to play. So get him at no cost. Now you're putting other things on hold while you go backward and forward. This is how I see it, right? United always wait late, and I guarantee we paid the 86 million euros that they wanted in the first place. That way we could have got him in for pre-season tour.
That's what I was precisely what I was
and
going to say.
Get his family settled in.
That's what happened with Sancho.
Honestly. And the way we drag him with this, now you have to remember as well, now, this is how bad it's got. These lot, what's his name? Oh my gosh. Richard Arnold, right? So I think you saw this video that went viral, where the fans were going to go to his yard and rough him up verbally. And he met them down the road and bought them more drinks. Some guy decided to record it. Now, he said, I've sorted the money. Right, this is his words. So he's saying that John Murtaugh and Fletcher and this other guy, this Andy O'Boyle, like, they got to do their magic. Like they said, the money's there. Now you're telling Barca that the money's there. Why would you do that? So you're quivering over the 86 million euros, and then in the same breath you're saying that we got around 200 mil to spend. Why would, even if you didn't know you were being recorded, why would you tell them fans that?
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, you keep that.
And so,
when it comes to those kind of things, you keep those to your chest, man. You don't.
Yeah, we're still moving mad. Like you have to do transfers to a point that where we get shocked and said, "Rah, we just signed so and so." Not United. It's in the press. It's in Twitter. It's all over the place. Everyone knows who we're going after, so the price keeps going up. This is why they're saying, "Listen, if you're serious, then come back when you're ready to offer 86 million."
But United are used to the days where they could walk in a room and be like, "We're United."
Yep.
Of course.
Exactly. Is but we're no longer the big dogs when it comes to not only that. Teams don't have to sell. A lot of teams are not in the state of Barcelona. Most Premier League teams are they're well run now, so they don't have to give you their best player. Them days are over. And if you want him, that's the price for him.
Yep.
And this is where we are. So with the Dion deal, we're taking too long. There's the rumors that the Anthony, around 40 million for Anthony. Timber's being threatened by LVG to say, if you go to United, you ain't coming to the World Cup. So maybe you speak to Timber and say, do you want to come in January? That's what I would do. I would say, stay there. And get to the World Cup because you want to go, and then we'll buy you in January.
But this is where, once again, even above City, I think Liverpool scouting is the best. Because whilst everyone's fighting over the big players, Liverpool are just sitting there going, I'll go over to Portugal then. And just
exactly.
go. And quick and early. Luis Diaz done. Boom.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? Same thing with Nunes. I know that's the biggest spend they've done in a while. You know, even look at Thiago centre mid that they've got for 25 million. World class.
I'd love him in our midfield, mate.
Do you know what
I mean?
But the thing is, Liverpool will always go with, especially Klopp, he'll always go with players he knows he can manage. Like he will never go and pick out some big star that it's gonna be difficult with egos.
He's one of these managers that he will take a player, and it's not that he takes superstars. If you look at the players, Mane, when he was in Southampton, look at Mane now. Obviously, that's a little bit of a touchy subject with you, Coach. But listen, the guy, I mean, he was integral to Liverpool, and how that's going to affect them, I don't know. You brought in Nunes. He's obviously, hopefully, you're hoping that he would hit the ground running. but we just don't know because the Premier League can eat you up. It will find you out. Yeah, it will definitely find you out. So we'll have to just wait and see what happens with it. And obviously the Mo situation, it looks like he's probably going to run down his contract. So we'll see what happens there. But
I was sorry, no, man. I was talking to the Phil guy, the hardcore. We had a phone call, and he said that no player is bigger than Liverpool. So he said that if Mane wanted to go, you let him go. If Mo wants to run his contract, let him run his contract and go. So there are a lot of Liverpool fans that will think like how Phil is thinking to say, nah, he's not bigger than the club. And Fergie used to do it back in the day. When Fergie got rid of Yap Stamp and all them, man, I was furious. And Fergie like, nah, man, he's messing with my dressing room. He has to go. He had to go.
I don't even think Mane thought he's bigger than the club. He's so humble. Like looking at where he came from, Senegal, and how he's not made that way. And but I just don't think the man was getting his flowers. You know, it's all about Mo.
Exactly, that's what I said.
Yeah,
but the thing he wasn't getting a lot. But then people say he should be grateful to be at Liverpool. But then
the thing is, I feel Mane deserved to get at least up to what Van Dijk is getting a week. And if you're not even getting near James Milner, even Ox is getting more than Mane. Ox is getting
outrageous.
So okay, so question. So do you think that's probably why he's ended up leaving?
Well, I think so, because especially if they now go and give Mo what he wants, which the chances are part of the reason why they're so okay with Mane leaving, so that they can keep one of them.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's a guarantee, but I think.
Yeah, but the thing is, Mo's driven it up so high that it's like a loggerheads now. A Liverpool ain't budging, he ain't budging, and then the contract's going to get run down, so then we don't get anything from Mo.
Yeah, but Kofi, do you feel as a Liverpool fan that you should break the wage structure for Mo?
No. It's not about breaking the wage structure for me. I think every player needs to understand, and when you come into Liverpool, this is how we operate. We have a good foundation, and we believe we live by that foundation. So we're not going to go any further away from that. And you know, as you've seen other players, if you're going to decide you want to go, you're going to get to that point, and Liverpool are going to part ways with you.
Yeah, because the truth is, if you send Mo over the 300k a week mark, then Van Dijk knocks the door. Alisson knocks the door.
I was about to say this about Man City.
They all knock the door, man.
This is what
Jurgen.
Yep.
What are you saying about this? What are you saying about Man City?
They've given Haaland the crazy contract.
Right.
You've arguably got the best player in the Premier League in that team, being Kevin De Bruyne.
Yep.
Kevin De Bruyne will come knocking soon, I promise. There's an argument that Ruben Diaz might just lose himself. Cancelo, all these players that probably feel like they're probably the best in their own rights. Hence they win in the Premier League how much times back to back and whatnot. Yeah. If they're giving Haaland this, hey, hello, you know, we know you've got the money. We've seen our owners.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, he's getting the money. He's getting the money without proving himself. It's not like he come in one season, tore the place up, and they said, just extend his money, man. This man's an absolute beast. He hasn't even done that yet and come in and got the most money.
Not over here.
So straight away, the club captain and everybody else is going, whoa, we've gone back to back. Where's our love? Where's our paper?
That's why they're okay getting rid of Raheem and Jesus, because Raheem over 100 goals in the Premier League. He's not a small boy player.
Right.
You know, he's not a small boy player. Jesus is still a young boy. He's not a small boy player either. But they're kind of he's anticipating that knocking on the door coming.
Well, you know what? If he's listening, Raheem, if you're listening, Old Trafford's just down the road, my friend. we will pay you what you're worth, yeah? And we will love you. Trust me, we will love you, bro.
Raheem is not a backwards man. He's not a backwards man.
But listen,
move forward. He likes to move.
He's not happy though. He's not happy. He's not happy there, is he? He's not happy there.
Go Chelsea.
So there you go, S. He'll go Chelsea. Yeah, there you go, S.
You're linked heavily with him, S. What's the chances? And I think you fit in pretty well with your style of play.
I think so. I think so, man. We've got England internationals all around: Mason Mount, Conor Gallagher, Reece James. You know, I think he will fit in. Almost like he's a London boy originally as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's so many things there.
Arsenal were linked with him last season, but
I think the Champions League football.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
I think if Arsenal's in the Champions League this summer for you, I know we'll get to Arsenal, but if you got that Champions League football, this whole summer would have been different for you. It would have been different. But back to Raheem. I would love him at Chelsea. He will show some of these half players that I'm giving half a chance now. Pulisic, I think he can go to America for like Werner. I don't know how this man is played to play football. I just genuinely don't know if he's in the right sport.
Okay, guys, just wait. Let's just all put our white jackets on now.
No.
Okay, lie on the couch. We do this every week with Lee.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it because I've had to endure Morata. I've had to endure Fernando Torres. I've had to have Falcao. I've had to have who's the other one? There's another one. Higuain. These retirement merchants. You know, and then I've had Lukaku come now talking about he's proud to be back. He came on here on a school trip when he was 16 years old and he's glad to be home. 6 months in, he's flirting with Italy again.
Yeah. Can you just? I need to hear it from you. Yeah.
Go on.
What's going with that man? Yeah, because I think he's gone on loan to. Is it 10 million? Is that the loan deal? Is it 10 million?
About 10 million.
About 10 million. Yeah.
10 million.
And all his wages, which is
about
30,000.
Is there an option to buy? Is
there an option to buy?
Is there an option to buy in that?
No option to buy, which I prefer to be honest.
Exactly.
Because if he goes there and absolutely rips up the place, he has to come home anyway. Yeah. And then we can have the leverage on negotiations.
Yeah, in terms of he
scores 30, 35 goals out there. Yeah. And there could be other clubs. If they don't want to pay the price, then other clubs can. You know what I mean? It's simple as that.
He's just suited to that league, isn't he?
I think.
Yeah, I think he's suited to that league.
Yeah. He's got over. He's in the 100 club in the Premier League as well. You know, he done it at Everton. He done it at West Brom. I just don't.
That's what I didn't get, because that's what I say. He did it at Everton. He did it at West Brom. I remember that.
He's a bully though, Norm. And this is why I nicknamed him Bully Beef when we had him. Because against the weaker teams, he was getting the goals for United. Against the big boys, not so much. He's a bully. He's a bully. Yeah.
This is the thing. Look, he's got goals in him. I think Lukaku's a confidence man. You know, he's a confidence player. When you make him feel good, the man will score. He will run. He all of a sudden his first touch is amazing. You know, all of them things there are Conte tapped into that. Conte used to give him a hug after the game and probably invited him around his house for dinner and all of them things there just to make him feel like the man. Chelsea ain't got time for that. You know, we're just not that team. Never have been. You know,
your squad too big for that. Your squad too big for that.
Not even just that. You have to earn it. We'll do it for Hazard. We'll do it for Lampard. You know, you have to earn it. I think.
Just going back to your transfer business. Just quickly. What's happening with that? Because I'm not hearing much noise. I know you've got new owners in, and Todd.
We've got clean money now. The blood money's gone.
Okay.
Clean money now. But these men are not broke. They're LA Dodgers, and they buy out the place out there in LA. So they've brought the similar philosophy here. But I think we've got so much outgoings. Lukaku's gone. Cool. Rudiger for me was a massive one. That's beyond the loss. Arguably one of the best defenders in the world for free.
Mad, you know, that's just mad.
So what's going to happen with the defender situation? I know you've been.
We've only got two senior defenders left. Centre backs, anyway. Centre backs. Thiago Silva's one, which he's probably got half a season left, maybe. He's 38. And then we've got Chalobah.
Right,
that's it.
And you was linked with this other. You've been after him. I think last season, the season before, but from is it Sevilla?
Sevilla. Koundé, and from he's a very short centre back. He's probably about 5'10", 5'11". In the Premier League, I'm a bit worried about that. He's a good player to play in a 3 because on the right side of a 3 he'd be okay. But if we're forced to go at 4 at the back, he's not the centre back for the Premier League. You know, someone like Chris Wood will just lean on him 1-0. Boom. That's a joke.
True that.
Serious. When you go to them Yeah.
So okay, so just quickly, because I know you're gonna dash.
Go on.
What do you need now in terms of this window?
Okay, so I would think actually a striker is the least of my worries. Actually, funny enough, we've got Broja coming back from loan. I quite trust Kai Havertz. I trust Kai Havertz. If we can get Raheem in, I think we can try and do the false 9 thing like City did last year.
Yeah, I was going to say too. I don't think you're going to have a focal man no more.
No, I don't think
you're going to go with that false 9. A bit like probably what Arsenal are doing as well.
We're a bit we're fluid like that anyway. We've scored the most goals without a natural 9 anyway. So that's fine with me. I think backup for Reece James, because if you take Reece James out the team, the best next right back for me is probably a winger. Because Azpilicueta's legs are gone, he's finished. I think he's going anyway. Back up for Reece James. Alonso's on his way out, so a backup for Chilwell. Thank you very much, Diego. I think exactly. Get Declan Rice in midfield.
It's going to cost you peas, though.
I'm not worried about money. These new owners are ready to
Brexit tax, boy. That Brexit tax.
Yeah. Is he really? I mean, Declan Rice, is he really worth 100 and whatever they're saying? 100 million.
He's the captain of a club at 22, 23 years old. I think he's the next 10, 15 years. If you're looking at it like that, and you're not looking to sell him again, and he came from the Chelsea Academy, you know, he understands it. He's best friends with Mason Mount. There's just so many things that make that deal worth it. If you take the money element out of just it being 100 mil, it's one of them ones. Once you do it, you close your eyes and you just deal with the fact that you've got a quality player that's going to bring leadership, that loves the club already. And he actually brings some physical into my midfield. All the top clubs has a physical midfielder. Chelsea don't, you know.
I mean, do you think do you think that you might go through this window or what? Because at the moment,
if we're serious, we have to. Don't get me wrong. I think there will be a few questionable signings because we've just got rid of our chairman and we've just got rid of our.
Yeah, I was going to say about that. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there wasn't no like sacking or nothing like that. It was something that's always been in the pipeline. It's always been in the pipeline.
The next phase.
And it looks like that Todd Bowley guy is the one that looks like he's taking care of transfer business.
He's a serious businessman.
Is it a consortium?
It is, but he's the face of it. In other words, he calls the shots and explains it later to the rest of them. You know, it's more like that rather than wait a minute, I need to talk to the others first. I'm going to do it and justify it later.
I don't know if it was Big D you was saying or somebody was saying on one of the streams that obviously if you're trying, it might have been Chile, like if you're trying to go for players, does that mean that you've got to, as you say, go back to the consultant and say,
he's a little bit more of a dictator from my understanding. So as I said, because he's the sportsman, this is how it works at LA Dodgers. He's bringing the same model here where he's trusted to go and do the business and then he will go and justify it to his board and the rest of them later, you know, because they're investing and they've joined his group on the basis that they trust his mindset of how to do sports business. And I think his philosophy is winning. That's it.
Swap Wilfred Zaha for Gallagher because I mean he done brilliant for Crystal Palace. I'm not gonna lie, excellent player. Excellent. Do you think Tuchel will stick with him or do you think he will go out
that's
alone?
Like a new signing in itself. That's like a new signing in itself. Having Gallagher, fresh air. I'm not sure how he plans to integrate him as such. But he's certainly like a new signing. He's just like another Mason Mount in a way. And Mason's top. He's a really good player. So Chelsea have look, I'm gonna put a number in it. We need at least 6 quality signings.
Wow,
6. That's a busy summer.
I mean, at the moment, nothing is happening. So your window shopping, your window, it's all about the outgoings.
Flirting, boy.
So you've got to get rid of these players before. So when do you reckon that you will make a move in the market?
Well, I think
pre-season is around the corner.
Lukaku was a statement,
right? Okay.
That's kind of anyone that don't want to be here. We'll cut our losses, you know. And that's exactly what's happening with Lukaku. There'll be more, but I think from here, signings come. From next few weeks, you'll see. I reckon that's from what I'm hearing being reported anyway. So we'll see.
Right. Okay. Oh, well, we'll see what happens. I mean, listen, you're window shopping, but it looks like you're about to go in and open the shop now and say, yo, fling that. Yeah, fling that. D, you want to take a leaf out of Chelsea's book, man?
Quickly, gents. Gents, thanks for having me.
I'm gonna
jump off. Yeah, respect, man.
Nice. Well, listen, bro.
Yeah,
thank you. Great debut. You're welcome anytime. Just text me if you want to come on again. I'm sure. Just put it in the chat, guys. If you want to see Mr. Ez, the Chelsea man, come back on, he chats a lot of sense. Yeah, wearing the wrong shirt. He's wearing the wrong shirt, but we know how it goes. Yeah, but big up to you, Ez. Right? Listen, we'll speak soon. Yeah, take it easy.
Thank you.
All right, bless,
take care, bro.
Bless. Okay, guys. Let's talk about this. It's rolling along the bottom. It's a number. It's just a number. Yeah, it's just a number. Just wait for it to just scroll across your screen. Okay. Now, it's just a number. Would you say it's just a number? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Okay, so before you say anything, I'm just gonna read some numbers out to you because it's just a number at the end of the day, isn't it? Right. So let me just read some numbers out and see if you can just work out what I'm talking about right here. No, sir. Right. So let's go first of all to here. Okay. So let's go. It's just a number. Okay. Let's come out of there and let's go to here. Okay. It's just a number, yeah? Right. So, why has it disappeared? It was here a minute ago. Okay, 10. Okay? Just reading off some numbers for you. 10. 8 years. 59. 2. Okay, I've just read. I've just wrote up some numbers, guys. If you know what I'm talking about, put it in the chat. Yeah, put it in the chat. Yeah, I've lost all respect for Ian. Wrong ooze to tell. Yeah, listen. I don't know if you heard about this, right? Everybody has got an opinion. Yeah, and a lot of people have been coming at people about the fact that we said that we don't feel that a certain guy is worth having that kind of contract and specifically wearing a specific number. So, Ian Wright has sort of piled in and has basically told fans, could go and say it to his face, and he's basically told them to, if you can see it at the bottom in abbreviations, yeah,
right.
If you know what STFU means, yeah. So, let me read some other numbers here. Let me read some other numbers here. Okay, let me read this one. This might just give it away, right? 258 175 157. Okay, 157. 74 4. Okay, 2. It's just a number, guys. 4. Okay. Let's go back to this one here. Okay. It's just a number. So let's find this one here. All right. I think it's 68, 16, 128, and 5. Okay? I'll just mention some random numbers there. You know, does anybody care to guess what I'm talking about? Yeah, it's not bingo.
Right. I'm guessing you're talking about players that have wore the Arsenal number 10 shirt and their stats while wearing that shirt.
Bingo.
Okay.
We're not playing bingo, but listen, somebody has landed and got the winnings. Yeah, a certain man has got the winnings. Okay, so I'll just mention some numbers to you. Yeah. What did you say again, D? What did you say again?
So players that have wore the Arsenal number 10 shirt and their stats while wearing that shirt.
Close.
Okay.
Yeah, you're on the right. You're on the right path. You're on the right path.
Did it have something to do with Henry?
You want to elaborate a little bit more? You want to elaborate a bit more?
Because Henry wore number 14.
Yeah, we know that. But those numbers that I just read out to you, what was those numbers I read out to you? The second set of numbers I read out to you then.
There was some records I'm thinking that he set or somewhere along those lines. I can't remember where.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking this is This is Thierry Henry and Dennis Bergkamp in them shirts, and the numbers that they put up in them shirts in the number 10 and the number 14 shirt.
You're on the right line in terms of stats, and you're on the right line in terms of Thierry Henry. Yeah, you're on the right line in terms of Thierry Henry. So let me go back to the first set of numbers I just read you. I said 10, didn't I? Okay. That 10, is Eddie Nketiah scoring 10 goals in the Premier League. And he's been at Arsenal for nearly, if you discount the 2 seasons he played in the under-23s, he's been at Arsenal 6 years. In terms of playing in the senior team. 10 goals in the Premier League. 59 appearances. Wow. Okay? Yeah? 59 appearances, yeah? And 2 assists. Okay? Right, so that's Eddie Nketiah. And by the way, if anybody didn't know, 14, it's just a number, guys. It's just a number. Okay? Well, let's go to these stats then. 258, that's appearances. Thierry Henry. That's almost a fifth. Of what what's his name? Nketiah's played. He's played 59 games. Thierry Henry, 258 appearances. How about this, guys? 175 goals.
Wow.
How about this, guys? Assists, 74. How about this, guys? Honours, Golden Boot, 4. 2001, 2, 2003, 4, 2004, 5, 2005, 6. Player of the season, twice. Premier League champion, twice. Player of the month, 4 times. Okay? And then I read you another stat. That was Aubameyang stats. Now, can somebody tell me how on earth has Eddie Nketiah got the number 14 shirt based on those stats that I've just read out to you?
That's what they gave him.
They gave Eddie Nketiah the 14 shirt.
Nah.
That's mad disrespectful, Norm. That's mad disrespectful.
But according
this
to
is what
Ian
I said
Wright,
to you before.
But according to Ian Wright, from what Craig has said, fans should just shut up. I'm not going to say.
Ian Wright capping on that. I love Ian Wright, but he's capping on that one. That's a nonsense, mate. Yeah. You have to earn that shirt.
You have to earn the shirt. Listen, what really becks me, right, is when he came in, right? Okay, so he scored 5 goals towards the end of the season. So that made up his tally of 10 goals in the Premier League over 6 seasons. Not one season, He scored 5 of those goals in the run-up to the penultimate end of the week. The thing. 10 goals. Yeah, root cause. 10 goals in 6 seasons, but gets a 100K rise and get the iconic shirt number. We are clown outfit. I absolutely agree with you, root cause. And yes, because I'm not being abusive to Eddie Nketiah, but you cannot. The number 14 shirt, there's certain shirts. It's like your team, Kofi. I'm sure there's certain shirts.
Yeah.
Man can only wear.
Mm-hmm. Right. Number 7, number 9, number 10. Like,
look, it took Mane a couple of seasons before he was giving John Barnes a shirt.
Exactly.
Right. Come on now.
You just can't do nothing and end up with a shirt like that. You just can't. In any sport. You know what I mean? It's and the pay rises. What have you done? This is the thing, right?
He's got a 5-year deal, £100,000 a week.
No, if he was in corporate, he would have got fired. How about that? He wouldn't have got a pay rise, that's for sure. They would have said, thank you for your service. We're letting you go at the end of the month. If you want to leave earlier, then we'll compensate you. But thank you. We're not extending your contract.
And most, he's had 21 appearances, and most of them have been off the bench this season. Yeah. So Edu comes in, they do all the Arsenal promo and everything. And Edu holds up the shirt, and we know it's all pre-planned and everything. And Eddie comes in, and then he turns around the shirt, number 14. Yeah, we're proud of you. What? The number 14 iconic shirt. You're giving it to Eddie Nketiah, who scored 10 goals in 6 seasons. Yeah.
Okay.
And gets 100K. Could somebody talk to me, please?
Here's a quick question then. After whatever, I think it was Craig that put up the Ian Wright team.
Yeah.
I'm taking it that Ian Wright and Hungry don't really get on then.
Say that again?
I'm taking it that Ian Wright and Thierry Henry don't get on.
No. I'm sure they both get on, but
so I don't understand why Ian Wright thinks that is okay for this guy to get that shirt. If you and Thierry Henry are cool.
Listen, in the Twitter world, I don't. As I said, there's a lot of stuff going on Twitter and a lot of abuse and stuff like that. So I don't get involved with that. So there's been. Listen, we're not being abusive to Nketiah. All we're saying is that you need to earn that shirt. Yeah, you cannot be giving that number 14 shirt. That's an iconic. What they should have done with the shirt is retiring until you find somebody that becomes an Arsenal icon as prolific in terms of goal scoring. Yeah, if we get Gabriel Jesus, he's going to get the number 9 shirt, and we know that number 9 shirt is being worn by certain things. But I think the 14 shirt, Thierry Henry, it's been worn by other players, but Thierry Henry made that shirt iconic. Yeah, you see that 14 shirt. Walcott, when Thierry left, Walcott took the shirt. I mean, even Walcott, 60 odd goals, scored in all.
But even then, that shirt was too heavy for him, Norm. Even for Walcott, that shirt was too heavy. That number was too heavy for him. And I remember when Cavani came in and got the number 7 shirt, I was furious. I'd be like, nah, he's just coming in for a paycheck. He ain't serious about the club. And I was proved right because he literally clowned us for a whole season and left on a free again anyway.
Yeah.
But as soon as Ronaldo came in, he just said, listen, man, give me that shirt back. Thank you. And there was no qualms, I mean, if you're bringing Ronaldo back, you give him back the number shirt because he made that shirt like Brian Robson, like the ones that went before him. You know what I mean? You don't just give a man Beckham. You don't just give a man a number 7 shirt like that and think that it's okay, 14. You know what? Thierry had it, and you can have it now. Earn it.
Diego says, I have to be controversial here. Ian will always be my Palace Youth Academy GOAT striker. Yeah, big up to him there. I'm always in his corner, but he's only mentioning your club 14 shirt these days. I agree to you have to earn it. You absolutely have to earn it. You absolutely have to earn it, mate. You know what I mean? And you don't have to be abusive to him, but at the end of the day,
for him to tell the Arsenal fans to shut the that's bang out of order as well, because these mans help pay your wages while you were there.
Yeah,
like, you have to recognize that, Stay humble. Just stay humble, bro.
Because people have called him out. I've heard other people call him out and stuff like that, saying like, you're twerking for the club and blah 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 blah.
Yeah, he is. I like him right now. I like him right now.
I like him, but
you cannot be telling your fan base to shut up. Stop that.
Everybody's got, as I said, everybody's got an opinion. Yeah, and we're just saying that we don't feel that Eddie Nketiah earned the right to get that number 14 shirt and to get an 100k thingy. Yeah, Saka's on 40 grand a week if I'm right, serves me right. Yeah, and at the end of the day, he was our top goal scorer. Yeah. So you can imagine when he goes to sort out his deal, man, 100,000 for Eddie Nketiah.
Or he runs his contract down, no?
Or he runs his contract down.
Contract down, yeah, because if he don't feel the love, he'll do the same as what others have done before him.
Yeah.
Terrible, no.
Look, good. Look, good. What you said there, Saki. If they were to bring in performance-related pay, Eddie Nketiah would owe the club the same money, a whole heap.
He would never make his bonus in corporate ever.
He wouldn't make it
performing like that. Come end of the tax year, everyone's getting their bonus checks. Nketiah's getting a handshake. That's it. Literally a handshake, a physical one, not a paper one. So man, that's bad.
Yeah. So yes, people might say it's just a number, but mate, when I've seen Thierry on the way I've seen that guy performing that shirt, you've seen the stats, you've seen the figures, you've seen the goals.
Yeah, it's not just a number.
Eddie can't even lace anything on his boots. Yeah, they can't even
you know what?
He can't even put on his slippers.
But you know what? It's like in the basketball in the NBA, right? There's certain players that put on a number 23 shirt, right? Whatever club, right? Once you wear number 23, you better know how to play basketball.
You better know how to play basketball.
And you better win a chip. Otherwise, take that shirt off your back. You know what I mean? You are not Michael Jordan. You know the ones. So, but you see it all the time. Players, because they grew up watching Michael, they go to whatever team they go to, Cleveland, Boston, wherever, and they wear the number 23 shirt in honor of Michael. But then if you're a bum on the court then that makes no sense.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. When you come to Old Trafford, like once Ronaldo goes, that number 7 shirt's back up for grabs. You don't just give that out like that.
Yeah.
Someone's got to come through and you say, you know what? This cat has earned that number 7 shirt. So, you know what I mean? I don't know.
What's this?
It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting.
Well, what's his I've already done that one. I've done that one, yeah. This one here, Eddie Nketiah, he's got a big target on his back now.
Yeah, big time, yeah.
Okay, Ian played alongside mostly with Dennis, and had Eddie been playing alongside Dennis Bergkamp, could Eddie ever reach the levels of Ian or Thierry Henry? Do you know what I mean? I don't know, man.
I don't see it. I don't see it.
I got to wear these nostalgia shirts, man. Yeah, because these are the shirts that I got to wear. The nostalgia shirts. Yeah, when Arsenal were doing things, when Arsenal were doing bits, man. You understand? Yeah. Chelsea retired the number 23 shirt that Zola wore.
There you go.
Yeah, but then that's right. He retired it. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, there have to be levels. These clubs have to recognize when a legend steps away from the game, wearing a certain number. Don't.
See, I'm saying that. Listen, if it was put into retirement, and somebody comes along and starts to cane it and starts to get legendary status, scoring the goals that assists and racking up numbers and whatever, you're going to reward him first of all with a monetary, in terms of his salary. And then you're going to say to him, well, boy, this guy's got an affinity with the fans. So, mate, and he's doing justice, What if we now put that shirt on him, Listen, Smith Rowe is wearing a number 10 shirt, That's a Bergkamp shirt,
Right, yeah,
you got to live up to you got to live up to Bergkamp standards, You ain't reached that. Now, I don't know whether our club, if Ed Nketiah requested it, if Smith Rowe requested the shirts or not. I would think they requested the shirt. You know, when they were getting the contract, because remember Eddie Smith Rowe was linked with Aston Villa last season, the season before, in terms of the window, and they were sniffing around him. So they basically said, right, listen, what we do, we give him the shirt and give him the money that he wants. So I think that was probably one of the incentive to get that number 10 shirt. But he still needs to earn that right to wear that number 10 shirt. He's nowhere near Dennis Bergkamp. You know what I mean? So that shirt is going to weigh heavy on his back. The same with that number 14. Every time Eddie Nketiah comes out on that field with that number 14 on the back of his shirt, man, he going to feel the pressure.
Yeah. But then I think even with Smith Rowe, wasn't there a shot of him talking with Bergkamp?
Yeah. But that was before he got the 10. That was after he got the 10 shirt.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, that was after he got the 10 shirt.
Yeah, so Nomsky.
Yeah.
Nomsky. So I got Phil in my chat. so he's saying that you guys should be blaming Arteta and the club rather than the player. And I do hear it to a point, but even as a player, right? As in knowing your limitations, in the sense of he must know he ain't done enough to. Even if they said, "Listen, do you want that shirt?" It'd be like, "Give me a season to ball out. If I ball out this season, then I'm taking the shirt."
Let me say this: as West Indian and African families, back in the day, back in the day, you had to earn the right to go and walk in that front room with the guests. Yeah,
exactly.
You couldn't just walk into the front room, because furthermore, you walk in the front room, you get the look, and when the guest's gone. Man,
right, exactly.
Yeah. Just go get the go upstairs and go get the belt. right.
Yeah? Because it'd be like big people was talking, and you came in the front room.
Big people is talking.
Right.
Come on, man. Come on.
Right, a passage.
Right, he came. Maybe that's probably why they gave it to him, because he came to the age of 14. Okay. Lisa's saying that's my Gooner niece, but she's talking through my auntie. She's saying Lisa said maybe they gave him the shirt to motivate him. Listen,
true,
it could have a positive effect or it could have a negative effect. Yeah. Now,
but what it does do, Norm, it does heap the pressure on him, though, Norm. Yeah, because you're so used to seeing. Well, the icon that wore the shirt, because that's what I said to people. When they when people just throw the legend thing out there, right? And you say, well, he's not really a legend, you know, he's a good player. But this was a legend. So for me, yes, Junior, for me, you're giving him a legend shirt. What pressure you're putting on the man? So I hear what my guy Phil's saying, that maybe the Arteta and the club should have looked at that and said, you know what? Okay, we've given the big contract. Maybe we don't put the pressure of that shirt on his back just yet. Give him a season.
Question. Can I ask? Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Can you see Nketiah this season? Let's go Premier League, scoring 15 goals.
Put this way, personally speaking, no. And the reason why I say that, because if we get Gabriel Jesus here, he's going to be our starter. Now, I don't know what kind of system Arteta's going to play, because Eddie Nketiah is probably going to be the backup striker. So he'll probably play more games in like the cup games and in the the European games, like the Europa Cup games, So if you're talking about in all competitions, he'll probably get 15 goals, He'll probably get 15 goals, in all competitions. But
so Norman, isn't he interchangeable? Nketiah, is he not a player that can play the flanks as well?
Arteta's done that. Arteta's played him before on the flanks. So he's played him before on the flanks. He's a hard worker. I think the thing with Eddie Nketiah, it's just that, and I think it's something that Ian Wright, has sort of mentored him in terms of trying to make sure you're clinical in terms of your goals. Listen, he was prolific. He's prolific when he he went away to Leeds loan, didn't do too well there, but like for the England under 23s or whatever. He broke the record. He broke which record was it? Was it Alan Shearer's record? He broke the record for scoring the most international goals, under 23 goals. So he's quite prolific at international level. But 10 goals in 6 seasons. Are you hearing what I'm saying? In cup games. So if you was to add all the that's what I'm saying, Kofi. If you have to add all the cup competitions and round up that, he's going to have more than 10 goals. But that's 10 goals in the Premier League. 5 of those came last season towards the end of the season. 3 of those was in the Chelsea game. Right? I think he scored an hat-trick. So for me, I just personally think, that what you say, D, I think give him the money, maybe lower the shirt number to something else. I don't know. 28.
No, we can go high in the squad numbers.
2 times 14 is 28. So give him the 28 shirt. And we're all good.
No, we could wear number 99. No, I'm just saying he can wear number 99. In the league, you can go up to that, can't you?
I'll tell you who's probably making a shirt, that number 66, and that's your right back, Trent.
Exactly.
He could possibly make that shirt an iconic shirt, the way the man is going with his numbers.
Because he could have turned around and asked for a number 2 probably 3 seasons ago. He could have asked for the number 2 shirt 3 seasons ago, and he stayed with 66. This is what I'm saying. So, and he's performed with that shirt. He ain't feeling away with that shirt, and that number probably means something to him that he hasn't really shared either.
Well, as Diego said, I hope it does work out for Eddie. You know what I mean? Listen, it could work in two. It could work where it's a positive thing for him, and he goes out and smashes it, and then we all shut our mouths. But I can't, as you say, Kofi. I don't see him scoring 15 goals in the Premier League. Maybe in all competitions, but not in the Premier League. And that's why I think Arsenal have bought or are going to buy more attacking players than an out-and-out striker. Jesus, or Jesus, as some people call him, for Man City, his goal in terms of goal ratio is really good. Even though he didn't play much, because obviously you've got all these other players. And remember, Man City played with a false 9 as well. But I think for me, Jesus is going to be the man to come to Arsenal and be that player, because obviously you've got the World Cup coming up, and I think he will be the one to come there and score the goals. Whether he will get 20 plus goals, I don't know, but the goals are going to be shared around attacking players that we hopefully will get. You know what I mean? As I said, we're still linked with Rafinha. Hopefully we can get Gabriel. We can get Gabriel over the line, but it just means that the goals have to be shared around. But as I said, if it motivates him, and it does the business for us, I'm gonna shut up. But I'm just saying, out of principle, they shouldn't have given him the 14 shirt. That's my take on it. That's just my personal opinion on it. And everybody, as I said, everybody's entitled to that. Yeah. So you know.
So Norm, do you know how much they put in for Rafinha, Arsenal? Because I'm just seeing on Twitter that they're going to up it by 8 million to whatever they.
I mean, obviously they rejected it. I think Leeds want. I think we said it was 65 mil. So right, I haven't seen the latest. I haven't seen the latest. What they put in for it.
But this is just Twitter talk is saying they're going to offer 8 million above whatever they offered for the first one. They're going to offer 8 million.
We'll see what happens there.
On top of that, but that's a lot. That's a lot for a player that nearly got relegated.
Yep. Yeah.
Yes, he's playing in a.
He's a good player. There's a lot of clubs. There's a lot of clubs that are after him. There are a lot of clubs that are after him. You know.
But what you don't want to do is get into what we were doing, is overpaying for players just because they've already played a season or two in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Because then, well, obviously the wages and everything else, you kind of set a bit of a mad one.
Yeah.
And then like you see with us now, you can't get rid of players because of their wages. I mean, there's rumors today that we should let Martial go for anything between 15 and 20 mil if anybody comes knocking. Imagine. So, and we paid 50 for him. So, I don't know, man. Selling players at a loss, it's like, yeah.
Going back to 1 to 11 numbers, maybe that's what they should do. Yeah, I mean,
there's you remember that. I mean,
you have some players that have their favorite numbers, so they will say, "Yeah, this is the number that I want on my back." Do you know what I'm trying to say? But you know, back in the day when we used to play, what was the football stickers they used to get? You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, those days are gone now. Yeah, 1 to 11 now is 1 to 99 or whatever it is. So if not more. Junior says, I think Nketiah shines in Europa matches, but in the other games he seems to drop off. I just had laser track, so I'm going to listen through. Still getting the 14 shirt is a big move for him. Well, it's a big move. Listen, his parents are proud of him. He's wearing that iconic shirt. He needs to now prove himself. He just needs to now prove himself. As I said, for some people, they said it's just a number, but for me, it's more than just being just a number.
You know, Mom, we have to look at it as well, right? At 22 years old, this kid can retire his parents on 400 grand a month. He could say, Mom and Dad, listen, I'm 22 years old. I'm going to buy you a new house, your new car. Your bank balance is going to be nice, and you can come and watch me play football every week. How about that?
You know Solution, man, isn't it? You know Solution.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he Solution?
Yeah, no, Illusion. No, not Solution.
Lewisham. Oh, right.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Southeast London, brother.
Southeast London, mate. Yeah,
Southeast. That's brilliant. But if you look at it in that bigger picture, I'm 22 years old and I'm taking care of my family because I'm now a professional footballer on a big contract. Yeah. And you can come and watch me play every week, and you don't have to worry about doing them 9 to 5s and busting your guts because we're good now. You know what I mean? Starting from the bottom, now we're here.
Well, listen, I really listen. There's nothing we can do. It's out of our hands. He signed the contract. He now needs to go out there and prove himself. Yeah?
Prove himself, yeah.
And I think as Lisa said through my
the motivation. Yeah.
You know, is whether he's going to get enough opportunity to improve his stats. That's the thing because there's going to be a lot of quality players hopefully coming in. And I want that to happen because I want them to be pushing each other. I don't want it to be a case of like, I've got the 14 shirt.
I'm sticking myself.
You know I mean? You know, he's going to be giving it the old, you know, a mobile phone thing. But listen, man, it is what it is.
I like that. Yeah. That's a cool one. Yeah, man.
Breaking news: Arsenal haven't sold one shirt with Nketiah's name and number.
Stop 14. It, Craig. Come on, Craig. Come on,
Craig coming in with a
Craig, you have to give him some time to breathe.
Craig,
man.
You're brutal, man. You're brutal.
Give him some time
to
breathe.
Let's get on to the last subject matter, and that is the one that's burning Mr. Kofi Klopp or Kofi. You never walk alone. Yeah, man is Bex, right? So if you didn't know, guys, Mane has gone to Bayern Munich. He signed today, and Mane. What was the question I said to you guys? Mane leaving Liverpool and Mo looking to run down his contract. Will they have any effect on the pool? Yeah, Mane gone. but not forgotten. Is that the case for you, Mr. Kofi Klopp?
Mane never be forgotten, because for what he's done in terms of when Klopp came in, and he was that was Klopp's first signing. He actually was the basis for where Liverpool are today.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have been chatting on social media saying, "Oh, he's done a genie and this and that," and people need to really think clearly about what they're saying, because in the season where Liverpool won the league, Mane was hitting up some numbers. He was scoring important goals to win us games, to get us over the line, to make sure that we were getting close to the numbers of 100 points, or we got 99 points in the end, but he was hitting those numbers. So and he's had golden boots, and he's put in star rate performances. So nobody can say that Mane should not deserve any more money. Like, Mane's been at the top, and he has not been injured. He's played a lot of games. He's been playing week in, week out. He's not even been dropped. He's not even been injured.
I mean, he came up from the African Cup of Nations. Won that. Yeah, I think people were saying that if he won the European Cup, Champions League, that it was a big chance that he could have got the what you call it,
the Ballon d'Or.
The Ballon d'Or.
Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
If you think about it, that actually warrants the Ballon d'Or.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Because I mean, if you look at the
if he had won
he was the business of the season. He was the one that is taking Liverpool over the line to even get us to the point where we're still just 1 point behind Man City in the end. I'm thinking, why can't you put respect on his name and give him a bigger contract that that he's going to wear that shirt, and we're going to at least remember Mane as the guy who really stepped in for us. But
just a question to you, and a question from Craig. But first of all, let's put this question to you, and I want to ask a question to you as well, Kofi. Question, Kofi: is Mane better than Salah? Or who's better, should I say? Salah or Mane?
Who's better? I think Mane, to be honest, is more valuable. Salah gets the goals, yes, but Salah sometimes is not even in there in games, and Mane works harder than Salah. If Salah could support Trent, it makes Trent's job a lot easier in defending.
He doesn't track
back enough, and Mane helps Robbo more than at most times, like all the time. He's there.
I know. I've seen games where man is on the byline, putting in tackles, defensive tackles and stuff like that. So I think his all-round game, I would say his all-round game, I would say he's better than Salah's. Salah's a goal machine, but Mane across, he puts the numbers in terms of his work rate, goals. Do you know what I mean? Defensively. So I think overall, Mane is a better footballer. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, there's moments where you can say Salah, you'd argue and say, where did that goal come from? And Salah just pulls up some miraculous goals, and you're thinking, wow, how did he do that? But then Mane's consistency towards the back end of the season, a lot of the time, has been absolutely remarkable. He really steps in for us.
I mean, Diego saying Sadio Mane was not human playing up against my Palace. The man still giving him nightmares. Listen, he gives us nightmares as well. Listen, and I suppose the question. Go on, sorry. Go on.
My guys reminded me about the records that Salah has broken, and maybe Liverpool fans are thinking like my guy Phil is in that when it comes to when it comes to the stats and the records that there is a gulf there where the fans will lean towards Salah. This is what I said, is that I actually felt that if Mo had won AFCON, the way Liverpool would have hyped that, Mo coming back after winning AFCON, they never really showed, for me, they never really showed Mane the love after what he done. Not only winning AFCON, but qualifying for the World Cup as well. And pushing City to 1 point. So yes, there's definitely a wage structure thing going on there. Hence why they're stalling on the Mo contract. But then Klopp and the board may look at the guys that have come in and say, okay, we can afford for Mane to go, bring some money in for him, and we can also afford for Mo to wind his contract down and still be good once he's gone.
But the problem is that those guys are not. There's potentially that like guys like Jota, Nunez, Diaz, they have to step up another level, because Mane and Salah were running
that level,
week in, week out. So
and that's where it is, the consistency that they both shown. And I agree with you on the work rate. As much as Mo breaks those records, the work rate of Mane in that team is phenomenal. And he's a very humble guy as well, in a sense of, you see what he does back in his own country. He doesn't earn that money and keep it to himself, and I do like that.
But this is the thing. This is the thing. Yeah. Like the same thing happened with Genie. Genie was a humble guy, and they literally said to him, "Look, take it or leave it." And he wasn't asking for a ridiculous amount of money, and he was the work rate within the midfield of the team. But
you remember I said to you earlier what we did to Anders Herrera, right? And I'm like, give him his money. You just won the Europa League with them three, and you squibbling. You just made money because you got back in the Champions League and got your guaranteed 100 million TV money, and you're quibbling about giving. These are billionaire owners. Give the guy his money, and they wouldn't. He just walked and went straight into another big team playing Champions League football.
Did he go to PSG?
PSG, yes. But I look at it and go, you got to look at what they've just done. And this is me with Man United, and you've got to keep Ander Herrera, and we didn't. And so I look at it and go, okay, you know what? We live and learn, but do we? And like I said to my guy, I wish Mane all the best. I'm glad that he's got more wealth coming his way so that he can do even more in this country and still play the wonderful game that he loves. Is the grass going to be greener on the other side? Time will tell.
I was listening to Talk Sport. I can't remember the guy. I think it was that Saunders guy. And he was saying that he thinks it was a wrong move for him to go to Bayern Munich because he's not going to be tested week in, week out. They know that Bayern Munich are going to probably win the league by whenever. He said that he should have stayed. He should have stayed at Liverpool. And I just think it sounds like, listening to you talk about Mane, Kof, I can feel it in your heart, man. I can see it in your face that you're really going to miss this guy. And I suppose it's the same for Ronaldo as well. And I suppose does the other Liverpool fans carry the kind of same sentiments that you feel in terms of Mane going? Do you think he's going to change the culture of the club, or do you think, like Craig is saying here, with Nunez joining the club, will he make a difference? So what are your thoughts on Nunez joining the club? But will you miss Mane, and will he change the culture in terms of, or should I say the mentality of the club in terms of, winning games and stuff like that? What are your thoughts?
Look, I'm happy Nunez has come in and joined Liverpool. I always said that I wanted him to come and join Liverpool, but then you've got to put some back into Mane and what he's done, and he can go again. Mane can go again for you in the season to come. Nunez might not give you that immediately. It might take him probably 3 months to get going, and then it depends. He might hit the ground running. It might take 3 months. But Mane definitely will give you goals. Start the season, and
you would hope he'll do a Diaz, innit? You know, hit the ground running. Listen, as I said, he scored 36 goals for Benfica. So he knows where the back of the net is. But as we said, the Premier League is the Premier League, and it will find you out. Yeah, it will find you out. So,
and
so
you know what? Yeah. I really hope Mane is gonna be treated well at Bayern Munich, because you know I don't want him to go and fall into that trap like Genie, and you know I hope he bangs in the goals for Bayern Munich, but we'll see how it goes.
So
and the thing with that as well, if Robert Lewandowski does go, that heaps bare pressure on Mane, because if you lose a sharpshooter like that and Mane comes into the team straight away, which I believe he will be, then everyone's going to say, okay, this man has gone, you're up next. As in, like, if Mane is scoring goals behind Lewandowski, then it's like, okay, you know what, we got Lewandowski. But if Lewandowski goes, and that's on Mane, that's bare pressure, brother. Trust me.
Yeah.
Regardless of the increased wages and all the rest of it, to go into that, because it's like any fan base, we don't have no patience, and so when there's no patience there, people just demand, and it's the same if when De Jong comes in, everyone's expecting him to just solve all Man United troubles, and that ain't gonna be the case.
Yeah, I was going to say you probably eventually will get him, De Jong, but so if he does come in, right, into that midfield, the likes of Bruno, what happens there? Because does he push Bruno out?
No, well, they're talking about gambling, as in it will either be a De Jong, Bruno, and Fred is the one that has to do a bit of the dirty work, because we still haven't got a CDM, or if we get a CDM, then he can rotate it, because he got Donny as well. So so Donny comes into the mix. So in theory, he should be able to swap and change and integrate that with De Jong being the guy that always starts with various different partners depending on the game and the way he wants to play for that particular game. So for me to have them options, I'm happy. I'm happy with them options. But then certain players now, like Maguire, has got to learn that you got to push up to the halfway line so we can press like Liverpool and Man City. That's how you got to play football now.
Well, that's what he's Ten Hag is going to be bringing.
Exactly.
They've got, and they're gonna know about working hard.
These guys got to get fit now.
They've got to get fit. But the thing is,
you see them all working out online, right? They're all working out on Instagram because they know what's coming. They know what's coming. They know what's coming. So you're not going to hit the gym like you've been it before.
But the thing is, I get your earlier on. I get your frustration, D, with regards to getting these, players over the line. Do you know what I mean? Because as I said, look how long the De Jong thing's been going on. Personal terms obviously have been agreed and everything, but it just seems that you're something like 18 million apart on the fee.
Well, this is it. So this week, the Glazers take 11 million.
They take the dividend. Yeah, they're taking it this week.
11. Now, I had to educate myself on what I was annoyed that they're doing it, but then another thing came to me. Well, someone said to me, so listen, so the value of the shares has gone down, right? So they have to offer an incentive to the shareholders not to hold on to their shares, which is pretty, So they hold on to their shares and continue to obtain a passive income, right? From that. And then when the shares go back up, then they will bring down the dividends, because you know what I mean. So it's almost like we're all investors, rather than us see the stock drop and we all start panicking and getting rid of our shares before the thing pans out. It won't pan out, but for argument's sake. So this thing really is a political stock exchange thing we're dealing with here. And because they don't want to spend their own money, which is very important here, not spending their own money, they do the loan thing. So doing the loan, alerting the New York Stock Exchange, it's just this is how we're doing business right now. It's long, Norm.
Long FC, man.
It's frustrating to watch, but I understand it a bit better. And because I understand it, I'm sure if Leon's on, he'll correct me on that, on the passive income. But the passive income is an income that does not need a significant commitment of time or money after your initial investment. Okay. So basically, you're lying down in bed and you know every quarter you're going to pull a dividends check. Yeah. I normally remember this, and maybe Chile. Us guys all did share save at BT. And as soon as I got on, the guys that trained me, the old Jamaican guys said, bro, jump on the share save. And he goes, and I had 5 in rotation. So every year I'm pulling a dividends check. And he'd be like, Sheen, go book a holiday, my dear. You know what I mean? Without having to mess with savings. And then I would spend some and reinvest some. I think it's the same way there. The shareholders. So when they're pulling that 11 million, that is to keep me, you, and Kofi sweet, as in we're shareholders. So I do get it. Otherwise, us three sell all our shares, and the top bombs out. So
they're accountable to the shareholders. Yeah, if man is investing, he wants some return. Yeah, and unfortunately, that is the way. And sometimes that gets in the way of what's going on the pitch.
And that's how we do business, Norm, for ourselves. Yeah. If we buy shares and the shares stay nice, then we expect our yearly dividends check. Same way for these guys. So as much as I'm annoyed with it, but like I say, they don't want to use their personal money. Not like Roman. Roman uses personal money at Chelsea. These lot ain't doing that, Norm. They're not. They're using investment money. They're using loans.
Let me go to this question here. We're coming down now. So question to the panel: who wins the league and why? So let's go to Kofi first.
Kofi had to go, what?
Kofi's like, no, this is Kofi. This was his look. What are you talking about?
That is a brilliant question.
The look was like, yeah, what?
Chat about.
What are you chatting about? Go.
City always going to be that team because they got a hot striker.
I wasn't expecting that answer, but go on.
But I'm still going with Liverpool.
You're gonna back him. You're gonna back your team.
I'm backing my team. I'm hoping that Nunes will come sharp, but again, you need to go hard. We need to go hard every single game. We need to.
Yeah, man. Take care. Roots. Yeah.
Okay. So you're saying Liverpool. Big
I hate this, but because it's I tell you why I hate this, right? Because it's the arch rivals as in Liverpool.
Yeah, and the noisy neighbours.
The noisy neighbours. You know the ones.
Yep.
And the truth is, I still have to back the noisy neighbours, right? Because I'm giving Haaland 6 to 8 games before this man starts tearing up the league in his sleep, unless he gets injured. So I'm and it's going to go as close as again this season. 1 or 2 points is going to decide the title again.
And the thing is, City they've proven that they don't really need a striker to win the league. Exactly. But then, they've got Haaland as, is more extra sauce. And, it's just going to be getting them those goals.
If you look at it, Kofi, if you look at it as well, it gives them a legitimate plan B in every single game now.
Yeah.
That even if he's on the bench, you say, okay, we're going to flip the script here. We're going to go whatever 4-4-2 and
and you know what? And the other thing as well, obviously they're bringing in the 5 subs.
5 subs, yeah.
So that's why it's important for.
How are we on that, Norm?
Huh?
How are we on that 5 sub thing?
Look, as long as I get a lot of players in, I'm happy.
Because I actually think it spoils the game. I think the 5 subs spoils the game.
You know what it is? The lower clubs, were against it. I mean, obviously they did it during the pandemic, and obviously they ran it during the Champions League. They did it for the Champions League just gone and the Europa League, but they now implement it now in the Premier League, and it will benefit the top teams because they're going to have quality and depth. So that's why I think it's important. It's important for all our clubs on this platform to make sure that they buy a lot of players because there's going to be a lot of games, and you can bring 5 subs and that will just change the game. So the lower clubs,
five fresh legs.
5 fresh legs of quality, that can come on and do the business. Now, for the lower clubs, they're not going to be able to do that, and that's why they're dead against it. But go on.
Does it change the playing field then? Because it's how I see it. It makes that, I'm going to say, top 8 in the Premier League. It makes them so much more dominant with the 5 subs. Because that's what I'm saying. Because it's top 8 that can afford to have these overinflated squads.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
And it looks like for Arsenal, it looks like we're trying. The good thing about Arsenal now is that they are going for players. Yeah, whether they get them over the line is another thing. But I think we are building a decent enough squad, possibly to challenge for top 4. But it's whether we get those over the line. Yeah, we've got, and I said Mark Winez, but he's obviously probably going to go on loan. He'll probably do the pre-season. We've obviously got the Vieira that's come in, and I'm not talking Patrick Vieira, Fabio Vieira. He's come in from Porto. He'll probably be a part of. He'll probably maybe play more of the cup games and the Europa League games, just to bed himself in. I think if we get Rafinha over the line and we get Gabriel Jesus over the line, we've cooled down with Tielemans. Now we're looking at is it Ruiz? From Fabian Ruiz from
not Wolves?
No, it's Ruiz. He's I can't remember who he plays for. I think you guys are looking at me. I think we're looking at him. You're looking at him as well.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember what club he plays for now. I did. He's not. He's in Europe. I can't remember the club he plays for now. Is it Napoli?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Napoli. Yeah, Napoli. Quickly, did Man City buy Haaland to win the Champions League? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. We're all going yes, Craig. We're going yes.
Yeah.
Gabriel Jesus agreed with Arsenal worth 220,000 a week. So that's the hopefully that's coming off the press from Mr. Craig. He's obviously his agent has been over apparently, and I don't know if he's back from holiday yet. But I think we are the front runners for him. But there are other teams look at him like Chelsea, Tottenham are obviously looking at him as well. But I think we're quite far down the road now, so hopefully we should get him. £220,000 a week. That's a lot of money. But Arsenal do pay wages. They do pay the wages. I'm not going to lie. They do pay the wages. $220 a week. That's a lot of money. And I know you definitely weren't on that when he was at Man City. Hi, Calvin. How you doing, brother? Tottenham supporter. Big Tottenham supporter. Yeah. We actually discussed your team. If you did see it, Calvin, watch it on the playback. We got Spurs first 5 games getting 10 points out of 15. Man U, 10 points out of 15. Arsenal, 11 points out of 15. But Liverpool and Chelsea, full house. So they could possibly, probably alongside Man City as well. But sometimes Man City do have a slightly slow start and then they pick it up. We'll see what happens. Let's see. Big up to you again, Calv. Is there a question? City, Liverpool, or Chelsea probably for next season, but Gunners, Man U, and Spurs if Conte stays in that top 6. So that's from Calvin. Some more. There's a lot that's coming. A lot more to chat. What's this? I mean, did they buy Haaland to win the Champions League? Is that what? Yeah. Yeah,
we answered that. Yeah,
we answered that. Lissandro Martinez price tag is 43 million. Amid Arsenal, that's you're looking at him as a possibly. I know you're after that Timber guy. Yeah, but if that doesn't go through, then Man United might start focusing on this guy, Lissandro. He's a good player, 5'10". They call him the pit bull. Good player for Ajax. And we're linked with him. He can play across the back line.
How many players do we realistically get from Ajax after taking their manager? Not being funny.
I think
you have to be realistic there. They're not going to give us Anthony De Jong, the manager, and then this brother as well. I don't see that happening. I don't see the manager and 3 players following him at the door. That's criminal. You know what I mean? If they want us to stay in their status. Remember, they just won the league,
Yeah.
Over there. And to lose them like four 4 good players that just won the league with them and the manager. Yeah, that's a bit unrealistic.
Diego says Liverpool for the title and City for the Champions League. Also Spurs 3rd. Okay. Going for Spurs 3rd, Chelsea 4th, Palace 5th.
Oh, stop it, bro. Stop it.
Stop it, Diego. Come on, man. Come on.
Nomsky, I have to rock and roll, bro.
You got to rock and roll. Listen, we are finishing. Let's just go for it. Arsenal's back down for Tielemans. Wouldn't surprise me if he goes to Man United.
No.
But listen, we are coming to the end of the show. Would you Arsenal guys consider Sanchez back? Nope. No.
Why would you?
He needs to carry on playing the piano for another club.
Exactly.
Big up to Mr. Richard. We was down in Kent, Gillingham today, working together. Big up, Richard. Just subscribe to my channel. Okay. Well done, mate. We'll chat. I'll give you a phone call tomorrow. But thanks for coming in the chat and watching the stream. And guys, we have come to the end of the show. I'd like to thank everybody in the chat. We go again next week. We'll see if you have signed anybody. Hopefully Dion will come in. We'll see what goes on with your club, Kofi, in terms of other players coming in. Hopefully Arsenal would have signed Gabriel Jesus and maybe going for Rafinha. And we'll see what happens come next week. But it's been a great show. Thank you for everybody that's coming to the chat. And it's been great. Your comments have been great. And listen, please hit that like button, subscribe, share if you're new, and we go again next week. So listen, take care and God bless.